awakening happens on 3 levels. On the level of the mind, perhaps arguably the most important level of awakening, which is the awakening to one's true nature through direct experiential knowing. The seeing that there's an illusory phenomena of a conceptual me that I used to believe myself to be, I used to be identified with, and now it's seen to be non-existent, and the only thing that is here is awareness. And that brings peace. This understanding then infiltrates the form reality, which comprises the physical body and the energetic body. Mm-hmm. Now, because the physical body and the energetic body are forms, they're more dense. And it usually takes longer for the understanding to infiltrate on those 2 levels. And that's why the integration process of the understanding lasts a lifetime. It's also infinite. So when you abide as awareness, and then you consciously include the experience of the physical body, mm-hmm. that allows for the understanding of the awakening that happened on the level of mind to enter the form, to infuse the form, and side effects happen. Sometimes the form experiences kinds of healings. A lot of people then think, oh, the purpose or what this is about is healing the body. But it's not, that's a side effect. As sometimes, not always, as the body awakens to the truth. And as the energy body awakens, along with it, the heart center awakens as part of that. So what happens is most people from a young age find ways to cope with the pain of growing up in an environment that's not filled with unconditional love. And because the heart feels the pain of that, and there is not an understanding how to process it, it finds ways to close up, to create walls, to not feel. So for many people, after awakening of the mind, there's a surprise, like, I thought I would feel this joy. Where's this joy you talk about, Louise? I just feel like heaviness or dullness. That's okay. There's still a process happening, and it's infiltrating. So if the body doesn't feel love, then you inquire, what does it feel? And you bring your attention into the body, and maybe it feels heavy or contracted or sadness. And the more that you totally surrender to it, totally allow it, those blockages and walls start to melt and fall away. Because your true nature, consciousness, is unconditional love, even though it's not yet experienced as a felt experience in the heart. And there's practices that you can do to speed it up a bit if you want to. But be careful what you ask for. Because speeding it up also means that the unconsciousness has to come up to be processed, so it can be intense. So the practice of Bhakti Yoga is celebrating the divine.
Mm-hmm.
And when we listen to kirtan music, like
Mm-hmm.
Krishna Das, that's an invitation for the awakening to happen on the level of the heart. It's an invitation to feel the humility as you like bow to the feet of this incredible divinity that has given life to us in form, and just to say thank you so much. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this life. Thank you for this awakening. Thank you for bringing me on this path. And when you include these practices in your life, if it feels true for you, it can help to open and awaken the heart. And as it awakens, the true nature that you are, consciousness, flows through it, and it brings with it feelings of gratitude and joy
Mm-hmm.
and love.
Okay. That sounds good. So, because it looks like if there is nothing here in this area, so it's as if it's empty.
And can you feel sensation in the other parts of the body?
Yeah.
Okay. So resting your attention as awareness now, just notice the top of your head and the bottom of your feet as a live sensation. And then slowly scan through the body and see if you can find a border line where suddenly sensation stops.
Yeah, it looks like if it's in this area. So it feels cold. It's another temperature. And it's not, I don't feel the sensation what I normally feel in the rest of the body.
Yes. Now include the rest of the body as alive sensations and bring your attention at the same time to this coldness and just stay present with it. And see how it feels to be present with the sensation of cold. Just allowing that part to be cold, giving it permission to be as cold as it wants to be, without any expectations. There's no differentiation that where you feel sensations, that's correct or that's good, and the cold is wrong or bad. It's just different. And as you're feeling this cold, notice if it changes, if it moves, or if it stays the same.
It changes, and now it's cold again. But it was not warm, but there was some sensation. But now it's very rigid. I don't know if that's the correct word. Rigid.
Yes?
Yeah.
No, open up to this rigid feeling. Stay present with it. Move your attention right into the core of it. Give the body permission to feel the experience of rigidness. And allow the emotion to come. Totally and completely allow it.
It's good to be here with my attention. It feels more soft now.
Mm.
And I can do it on my own when I'm home or at the altar. That's
And also here.
sorry.
And also here.
Yeah, also here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Just all the time.
All the time.
Like this.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's like there's ice blocks inside of us.
Mm-hmm.
And like a fossil frozen inside these ice blocks is unprocessed emotion and pain from the past. And when the light of consciousness shines on the ice, which is when you rest your attention as awareness, the ice melts. Mm-hmm. And as the ice melts, just like when water melts, it goes drip, drip, drip. It drips here.
Yeah.
And the emotion then is free and it can release.
Yeah.
It can move.
Mm.
And for most people, there's a lot of ice blocks. So you just keep meeting each one. It's a bit like layers, layer by layer by layer.
Yeah.
And this is what brings about the awakening on the level of the body and the energy body.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
Is it clear now?
Yeah, it's clear.
Great.
Very clear. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.